Oota. This is Wavy right now. This is the Oota Blokk Morning Show. We are live on the road right now. This is Wavy Quality featuring Just Kai. You already know the vibe.
If you ain't taking the shots, my brothers get blazed and talk about home. You been thinking about plots, niggas
this is the Oota Blokk Morning Show. If you still sleeping, get your ass up. What you doing? Money don't sleep. If you look at the faces on the dollar bill, them man, them yai, them widen up. Yeah.
It's about us burn one. Swing a one for the lost ones. Yeah, I fucked up, lost funds. Take my dogs, move with caution. I can bounce back. Life gives you fools, pick up the slack. I don't judge.
You already know the vibes.
We can get with this. You can put in that.
So y'all get that the right way.
Time to get back.
You already know.
Get it fast on me, earn it. What is you sipping,
Quality.
damn car, bro.
Listening to dope music right now.
Up in the Dutch, you get the fuck, nigga, that's just broke, man. Now she feeling it, I'm the go in. Up that knife like Conan. Now with the rest of shit, will run down, make you a fit. He the whole team where he is, the vibes.
You already know the vibe. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? I hope y'all waking up in blessed energy. I hope y'all waking up in blessed energy. You know what I'm saying? Hope everything is blessed. How y'all feeling today? You already know. What you just heard was Quality featuring Just Kai. You already know. Right now I'm live in the vehicle. Right now en route with Quality and Mr. Plug Nation, Tafari Harper. We're headed to Atlanta to go do the dope event. Reapplying the pressure is going down at GQ Barbecue, 2572 Gresham Road in Atlanta. Shout out to everybody involved with the event, all of the vendors, everybody that's going to be performing, everybody that's going to be getting interviewed, the podcast, the other podcast that's there as well, besides Beat the Blog. Shout out to all of y'all. That is a dope energy. Shout out to everybody that still want to be a part of the event. You can be a part of the event by emailing plugnation48@gmail.com. Again, you can be a part of the event by emailing plugnation48@gmail.com. You already know the vibe. Make sure you subscribe to Plug Nation on YouTube, to be Plug Nation Inc., that is, to be up to date on what's going on with these events and the different, things that's happening with Don't Hide the Plug and Oota Blokk. A lot of things you will be able to keep in contact with things on Plug Nation Inc. So make sure you're subscribing there. You already know the vibe, man. En route right now, going to Atlanta. Ross Goldie just chimed in. Shout out to Ross Goldie. We're en route right now to Atlanta to go meet Ross Goldie. Right now on the left of us, if you ever been on one of those, I don't know if you've been to California, but if you ever been to California, you've been on probably one of those tour rides. And on the left of us right now is where the Little House of the Prairies was filmed. And on the right of us, that is where old John Wayne used to get it on. You see what I'm saying? We're en route, man. We're on the road, man. This is what we're talking about. We're doing this thing live. We're doing this thing in real time. We're not just bumping our cheeks. There is no cap to this. You know what I'm saying? There is no filter to this. This is just organic energy. And when you see these like-minded people building up and coming together and doing these powerful things that you see, it's all natural, man. It's all organic. This is the real Snapple. This thing is really made from the best things on earth. Okay? This is the real Snapple here. Snapple facts, man. You already know the vibe, man. That record was dope, though, man. You heard Quad? Like that, you said it was featuring
my boy Just Kai.
Just Kai, man. Yeah, man. It's a dope joint, man. I like that record, man.
It was basically what it is. It was wavy. It was just a good vibe. Because the summer's a hot one. So we feel like we're going to drop that.
Yeah.
As a single, yeah.
It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. We got some catchiness to it. I like the production on it. The beat. Who produced the beat?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah?
Sorry again, yeah. That's a fact.
Okay. You see that? That's dope. That's dope. Let me let y'all guys. You already know. Bang, bang. You already know the vibe, real time, y'all.
Boy.
Top of the AM, y'all. Top of the AM. This thing looking crispy than my other stream, right? Sorry for the battering on my stream.
You gotta wipe that down.
Yeah, right? That right there with the cloth, you know what I mean? Ladies and gentled men's. Ladies and gentled men. Oh, man, ladies and gentled men. How y'all doing this morning? How you doing? This is me live, Tom Brokaw. Hey, this just in, weather report. Bruce Almighty on the road live. Yes, man. Oota Blokk morning show. We're doing it a little bit different today. This is called Beat the Highway and don't forget them byways. We moving on the road live in real time. This is what it is, man. It's a dope energy, man. It's a dope energy. It's really motivating. It's really inspirational. I know to myself. I can only imagine to what it's doing to other people. I hear it from other people in real time. Social media following, not just people I know. You know what I'm saying? So the power of social media is really, really impactful, man. It's really serious, though, man. I think people underestimate the power of social media, man. It's really, really powerful, bro.
That's a fact.
Especially when you use it as the marketing tools and the things that you should use it for. It kind of separates just your own personal life from it.
I mean, sometimes, man, I think that when people talk about social media, I think that people always have a negative thing about social media. Social media, this shit is twisted. I got people twisted. And you got people twisted that's already twisted. They already twisted. They just got a different outlet to show you their twistedness. You know what I'm saying? Because social media is a great tool, man, to do something positive, man, to give back to the world in some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? A way that we didn't have before. Before, we couldn't reach all these people. We couldn't even talk to somebody. We had to go outside in the front of our building. So, that's like, real. Absolutely, social media is a dope thing, you know what I'm saying? But now it depends on what you're using it and how you're using it. Most people are using it for their own personal life, and their personal life is horrible.
All right, my man.
Like, their personal time is horrible, you know what I'm saying? In real time. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is real, man, because when I look at social media, I look at all this stuff that I personally watch on a daily basis. It's dope shit all day. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I be seeing. People like, yo, I'm about to what they say, like, how you shut the page off, like, you gotta, like, when you don't want it no more, like, you disable it or some shit, like, I just shut it down. I can never get to that point, like, deactivate. That's the word. Like, how could you get to a point that you need to deactivate a thing? How could this thing control you to a point that you need to deactivate?
Can I speak about something like that?
Hold on, hold on.
Don't forget, remind me, y'all, please.
But hold on.
My mind,
no, because first of all, it's not the thing that's the problem.
I don't believe in
No. I mean that people like, yo, I need to deactivate this thing. Deactivate this thing for what? Like, this is like, so what? When your bank account get empty and you mad at that, you deactivate that. You're like, it's the same shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the concept is the same, son. Like, you can't be mad at things. That's like punching a tree. Okay, cool. Punch a tree. Shit can't punch back. It's the same concept. You know what I'm saying? We hitting shit that won't fight back. We punching ourselves out for no reason.
But do you know what that is? That goes with the timing, I think, right? You know what's really made me understand this? Is in these last 4 months, right? 3 months or so, I've been live, right? And I've been going live, and I've been in the Philippines, so all type of shit. They know Oota Blokk everywhere right now. It's crazy, right? Right? Like, dead ass, brother. Like, right now, ask my people, I'm saying them facts, right? But it's just crazy when you're going, like me being live, I've gotten a chance to speak with a lot of people. I be on different people's streams, different people's platforms. Everybody have different content that they're doing. And I've met some people that have been dealing with, like, cyberbullying and all type of things like that. And people that deal with this thing, like, for real, like, yo, they can't live, like, they be crying. Like, it's really serious. And I'm there thinking, in a sense like me, I think maybe in some senses, maybe I'm a little, I don't know. I always feel like, you know, if I feel that way, maybe I can turn it off. I don't have to watch it. It's not that serious, maybe. But some people don't feel like that. You know what I'm
but
saying?
like,
it's a
not
major
even
part
though
of people's
it's
lives.
not that people don't feel like that. That we need to understand that we ain't looking at this from the correct perspective, like mental health. This is the real issue.
That's the real underlying issue.
So, like, think about it.
That's
bro.
what it really is.
Think about it. How could a person from across the world make me want to do something that I don't want to do? I already have issues within me right now.
That's
that
the
make
fact.
it easy for someone to fucking target me, to fucking be a predator on me, to prey on people. You know what I'm saying? People is hurt. It's mental health issues.
Yes.
This is the real issue.
Yeah.
It's not social media.
It is. It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
At
People
all.
get caught up and like
not.
it just goes back to all the work I've been doing. It's the same thing. Like the biggest issue that's been in every single thing that we do is mental health. When I'm doing these programs and these young kids, they're like, yo, man, they can kick these young kids out of the program after one mistake. What you mean, man? This kid got serious issues. For them to even be here right now is the biggest step of their life. It's the same kind of concept is why people be going through the cyberbullying. They going through that, and then you got people that's preying on these people. You know what I'm saying? That see your weakness, see how you respond, and see how you kind of react and prey on you, bro.
Yeah.
And prey on these people.
That's how they go.
So they get pushed. It's not like people is just twisted. Yeah, people going through. Real talk is that people, the real stuff that we need to talk about on our platform that we want to talk about in our culture is really mental health, bro.
Yeah, because it's
that's just the real.
You know what
issue,
we also need to talk about too. Yeah, even that. But just going further, just expounding on that. You know what I mean, so I'm not going to go no further from that. But what I'm thinking about is that so much of us, right? Especially I'm gonna talk about my own people, me. You know what I mean, the people that I've grown around, which is people that's me, right? Sometimes we just go through life and we so strong and we deal with so many things that we think that everything is okay. We don't know that a lot of us are suffering from a thing called like anxiety. Sometimes the reason why you be just feeling certain ways is because you have anxiety. We have different things. You might have ADD. You might have ADHD. And sometimes you got issues and things like that that you're not understanding. But we're just so used to just dealing with life and taking everything on the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it comes to sometimes going to the doctor, a lot of our women will go a lot more than our men will go. You know what I'm saying?
It's just one behaviors, though, man. It's just what is taught to us in our culture. And that's why what we doing out here is we making things cool. You know what I'm saying? We making things cool, man. The shit that wasn't cool 5 years ago, who would have thought creating youth programs was cool shit? It wasn't cool when I was in the street. It wasn't something that we were seeing and thinking about. I didn't know nobody that was doing that kind of work growing up. I didn't know nobody that was doing that kind of work growing up, really. Me personally. I knew somebody, but I didn't know them. Like, I didn't know them from my neighborhood. I knew them that was Mr. Green. You know Mr. Green from on Franklin Avenue. Everybody know Mr. Green. That's the only person I knew that did this kind of work. So imagine that. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's where we at now. Now it's like, okay, now we know better. So how do we give back and get back to a time of making that cool again? Mental health is okay. It's okay to be mentally ill. It's okay to have these issues. It's okay. But we ain't making that okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, look at that mentally ill kid with some Gucci shoes on. Like, this is how they might feel. Like, in our culture, we have a culture that's big on shame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's big on shame. It's just a lot of the stuff that comes into our culture, not only our culture, and now it's really in society as a whole, because this is something that we was dealing with. So now the shades has been removed from the other culture, right? So we got affected back in the days of drugs and everything else, but the other culture been affected too. But they had curtains up. You know what I'm saying? So now you know the blindness is off, the curtain is removed. So now we know that we all the same. It's all fucked up, right? Yeah. Look, it's all fucked up out here now, right? We got to change some laws now, right? Oh shit! You feel what I'm saying? So this is
kind of what made me start my Show Oota Blokk content.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that same thinking. Yeah.
This is where we at.
One place it made me people be robbing with a mask, but in the other place they robbing with a pen.
Shit is real, man.
You know what I mean?
We ain't the crook.
It's still like the same concept. Like the same things are happening everywhere, but it's just the light is shined on one side of something. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's being lifted on all aspects.
That's it. Like no, it's giving us more confidence to understand that ain't nobody better than us either now. Like we all equal. Like no,
Like, but you have people
other
out there
people are
that
feeling
will
that
look
as
at
well.
people like, damn, man, motherfuckers don't look like they ain't got nothing going on. They look good. They driving nice cars and things like that, but they don't understand. Like, in our culture, we just hide shit. You know what I'm saying? We just hide things. And now we out here and we in the forefront. We done now took a step back, Oota, and we done re-educated ourselves on all kind of shit. So now we can have these conversations about mental health and this stuff, and from the work we did, and like how it's really impacting our neighborhood, and why we can say I need to deactivate a social media page. It's not that. It's that we don't recognize that we got something else going on.
I had to do with my
You know what
own
I'm saying?
stuff.
Like
I was
this is
suffering from
it. Like,
anxiety
this is just
and
a lot.
different things.
And once you recognize
Sometimes
and
you
take
start
some
to
time and learn that from it and what's going on in high, because I got anxiety too. So and I deal with mine's a little bit different. I just use mine as a positive, creative thing. I get anxious and shit. I get nervous like shit. I get to going. You know what I'm saying? I get to going, and good things come, and good things come from that. Yeah. So I recognize that could be a plus for me. You know what I'm saying? But we need to now let people in our community know that that is a plus for them. How could this be a benefit for you? How could this help you for real? Because everything has its ups and downs. Where is the upside of this shit? You know what I'm saying? We got to find it. You know what I'm saying? I found my upside is just being creative. I just like I find peace mentally and inside. I just find some peace, like being creative, being like who I want to be. And a lot of this shit is that people are stuck being who they really not. It really exacerbate their fucking mental health like it was drugs. You know, when a person got mental health and they start drinking, it exacerbates them. They soon have a serious meltdown, an issue out here. You know what I'm saying? So
I think I had a few of those.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
I'm talking about
like,
from a real place.
like, and this is
like, you got to be able to do that too, because that's the major problem is that people can't admit nothing. We also live in a society. That's how come it's a lot of problems,
bro.
It's shame. It's feeling embarrassment. It's people make you feel embarrassed. No, it's not. It's okay to not be okay. It's all right. It's all right to get help for certain things. It's okay. Me, I'm a person that, I have a strong belief in God, but I also have a strong support system. That's why sometimes good support systems are good to have for people that's dealing with certain things. Right. When you have people to talk to, I have a thing like music, so I'm able to vent certain things, but even with that, you still need an actual physical thing with a pulse. You got to get from behind the screen and talk to a person.
Even if you is behind the screen, like, you got to start watching things that make you feel better.
Instead of,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start understanding what trigger you. Yeah. What's your triggers and shit? What's the things that happen to you, and what's the things that's going on with you, right? Like the things that you've been, because it's like this, Tess. I mean, so like it got a thing, right, called transference and countertransference, right? Yeah. Countertransference, no, transference first is, no, countertransference is what a client will have with a counselor. So say if I was a counselor, right, and I had a client that was white and she didn't like black people, and I was a black person, she would have an issue with that. Yeah. But say that she wasn't a racist, but she grew up in a house that was racist. Okay. So it's just embedded in her, and she just don't like me. You know how that saying back in the days, like, you just don't like somebody and you don't even know a person? Yeah. That's that thing right there. That's that same kind of concept. You know what I'm saying? That makes you think. That's that countertransference. You walk into a room and you don't even know why you like this person, because deep down inside you haven't did self-inventory yet. You don't know what is familiar with this person to some shit that happened to you that's connected, that's triggering that fucked up vibe that make you don't like someone that you don't know.
It's psychological.
You know what I'm saying? It's something, but we don't take time for that. That's countertransference. Yeah. Transference is when the counselor have the same
experience
with the client, the opposite way. I've been molested as a child, and now my client is a rapist. Can't stand this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Like, that's that shit right there. Like, that's real terminology, real terms. You know what I'm saying? That people go through when you walk into a room. Like, and when you came into my office at my jobs, I never had shit hanging. There was never no posters, no basketball team. I ain't even got pictures of my family and kids, because you need to have a neutral space for people. People come in and be like, don't even like the Giants. No, they don't even like the Giants. They come in there and don't like you now, bro. No, they just don't like you and don't know why. They don't know why. It's not that they not gonna sit here and be a man and say I don't like him because he don't like the Giants. People don't say that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know why. Like, nah, like I ain't really feeling him. You know what I'm saying? The vibe is off, man. And he don't know why. That's that transference right there. He all twisted. That's why you keep spaces neutral. You keep things neutral. You don't crowd space with your shit. That's for your home, man. Work is neutral space for people. No, especially like unless you like got it like you got studio and stuff like that. That's a different kind of vibe. Say you got an office and a council kind of vibe, and people coming in to see you for like a conversation and stuff, and they come into your space. They need to come into the space and feel like some of the space is theirs. It's just a neutral space. There's no pictures of no kids. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, look. I got pictures of my kids, and this client right here just got a kid snatched by CPS. What you think she feeling like? She's sitting there looking at everything, the pictures. That shit gonna trigger her.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Period. Like, period. So as you notice, like, this is how you work. This is how you think. This is how you set rooms up and you stage things so people feel a certain way. You gotta make people feel a certain way. People think that they feel in a certain way because they feel a certain way. No. You feel a certain way because somebody sat in some fucking room and psychologically put this shit together for you to walk in here and go. Because we gonna pull up into the Starbucks in a minute, and you gonna see this kind of psychological test. Like, they workers is different from Dunkin' Donuts workers.
No,
we figured
real
that
stuff.
out. No,
That's
because
really,
this is real. No, this is psychological. No, these are psychologists putting together this kind of these application tests, these tests that they gotta answer. They picking these people that they know that have these really good characteristics of being a great person and an employee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They asking you, these is called psych socials, bro. These is called psych socials. This is the stuff from the work that I used to do. These is called psych socials, when you come in and there's a whole family history. Is your mother alive? Who is your mother? Who is your father? Your mother did drugs. Your mother acted. That shit now turned into what is called ACEs now, because you got to do a show on this. So this is what's going to call ACEs now, adverse childhood experiences. Yeah. So now they done figured out, hey, if you got these 10 points, you twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you twisted. Yeah, so now,
that's how they remember if you good enough.
We was going to prison our whole life with some fucked up, like, yo, imagine the people that was imagine the kids, real shit. Imagine people that was going to jail that growing up in our neighborhood, bro, that had fucked up living, moms on smoking crack and shit like that, and they was going to jail from young. Imagine that. Now today you can use these kind of tests and these kind of research to get people less time, because they don't need. It's proven facts now. It's adverse child experience. My mother was a crackhead. They beat me. They raped me. What the fuck you think I should be doing? I should be a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they end up being. You know what I'm saying? But we look at people like, oh my God, man, this is like the worst kind of thing. Like, look at this person. He's an animal. No, he's not an animal. He had a lot of adverse childhood experiences, man. Like, yo, he been raped, he been this, he been that, he been burnt as a kid, he been left on the stoops, he been dropped, he been foster kid, this, that. Like, imagine what a person should be. Like, no love, no nurture, none of the inappropriate development of a child. There is 8 stages of development. You fucking all them stages up. You know what I'm saying? And we do that too. You know what I'm saying? Because when we work and we busy, but in real time, this is part of the reason why, going back to why social media is fucked up to some people. Like, this is what I'm saying. Why are we going back to why social media, some people can't handle it? It's because of all of this stuff. That deep shit. That shit that we've been hiding from for 20 years. That shit that been creeping up on your back every now and then. Yeah. So you gotta stand and fight now.
You gotta stand and toe-to-toe with this shit.
You gotta stand and fight now. You know what I'm saying?
Toe-to-toe with this shit. That's why a lot of you got bags in the eyes. Because you can't get sleep. Because every time you go to sleep, the shit creep back. The shit is just following you, man. It's really deep.
Real. And
it's really deep, you know.
That's why we having these conversations right now, Oota, because we know the truth now. Nobody got to lie to us. I ain't got to listen to no information from nobody about no black history, about this history. I can tell you about the truth. I don't have to read nothing from nobody. I don't have to read another book from anyone. Because the truth is that we know how to help our people right now.
Point blank, period.
That's it. We know how to help them. And the only way is to get out here to help them. Everybody's still talking about, I'm the one to come help you. There is no saviors. No one is saving nobody. We are meant to save each other. We only need a little bit of help. That's it. We just need a little bit of help. And after that, it's like riding a bike for the first time. I just need somebody to hold my seat. That's it. And as soon as I get it, let my seat go, motherfucker. I got it. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we need now so people can really get a chance. So when they connect with us, we ain't really pushing people away to say, oh shit, nah, yo, dude is fucked up, son. If you fucked up and you a foul dude, you just a foul dude. We understand that. But if you fucked up in the way that we discussing right now, we ain't blocking your shot. We assisting your shot. We throwing the alley-oop up for you like, get that. A matter of fact, grab his legs, hold him up at the rim so he can bang it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing. This is what we talking about. Real time. In real fucking time, son. Yeah, facts, bro. Mental health at its best.
It's serious, man.
Because you looking at us right now. We have stuff. So,
but I'm telling you,
we got to be honest about our shit.
You know where that comes from? It comes from traumas. It comes from youth. It comes from things you're going through. It's mad things, not just things you've been through. Everybody thinks it's just because you don't understand. You could just be watching the news all day, son, and be traumatized, son, by just watching that shit every day. Yo, you could have lived a sweet life.
Imagine
sweet life of Zach and Cody. Bro.
Imagine living on the block we grew up on.
It's crazy.
No. Imagine growing up on the blocks we grew up on. Oota. Imagine the blocks we grew up on, and they asked us why we still alive. Like shit is real. Shit broke a lot of motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? The blocks broke a lot of dudes, man. So when he say beat the block, I could relate to that concept. That beat the block is real, man. The block beating the fuck out of niggas out here.
Because they trying to fight it, bro. And I had to learn that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I was fighting it. I was winning. But was I winning?
But was we?
Because at the moment, was I winning? I wasn't winning. See? This is why I had to beat the block. Because at the moment, I felt I was winning. I felt I was doing so many things with people.
That's the illusion.
I was sharing the money. It's an illusion. I was sharing. People was getting all kind of money. My mother's coming like, why are you giving away so much money all the time? Listen, like it was crazy. But at the end of the day, man, no matter all the good things, it was still had like a black cloud over it.
It wasn't meant to keep.
And this is why I was like that, because it wasn't for something that I felt like, you know what I mean?
Wasn't yours.
It was meant to share. It was mine, really. You know what I mean? It was meant for me to help people too, you know what I'm saying, at that time. And it's crazy. And you know what I mean? Like, I always felt, especially about the drugs and selling of drugs, bro, I felt like I just wanted to get it off of me at all the time. I just didn't want to have it, right? So I came out, I just wanted to get it off of me. Like, this is it. I don't want that shit on me, you know what I'm saying? Really, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So my main intention, so if I'm moving like that's what the money. I'm moving like a beast to get this shit off of me. I'm coming out with a lot, and I'm trying to get this shit off of me. This is my main intention. It's because I don't, and I'm giving this shit away too, because remember, I'm not supposed to be doing this in my mind. So I can't, some people own this shit, fuck that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm selling drugs. Like, I never really owned it and claimed it like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I always felt it was something that I was never meant to do, but I was kind of like hoping I could just win a little bit real quick, and at the same time and not get pinched, because this shit is real, you know what I'm saying? The shit is real, son. So the shit is really difficult. You know what I mean? But only until, you know what I'm saying, coming from leaving that, even though, like, I didn't just leave it. Like, I transitioned into leaving that shit. I started setting it up for me to leave that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Carlito's Way, nigga, making it to the train. You kind of setting that play up. Nigga, hope you don't bump into Benny. Hope you don't bump into Benny. But, you know what I'm saying? You got the play set up. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that I was going to stop certain things, but what I didn't understand is what came with stopping that was everything else. What came with stopping that is I actually had time. There's only 24 hours in a day. Sometimes I wondered why I wasn't being successful in music or doing certain things that I was doing, bro. It's only 24 hours in a day. How much I'm chasing tail for fucking half for the thing. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. It's only 24 hours, bro. How can I be successful if I'm not spending majority of those hours in the 24 on my craft, on doing the positive thing I'm supposed to be doing?
So there you go, the transferable skills, man.
How?
See there you
See what I'm saying? So now since I shifted from that, right? I shifted that into what I'm doing, right? So once I stopped selling drugs or doing these things, right? This is how I'm on it, bro. I don't sleep, bro. Okay? These luggages under my eyes is going all around the world. Bags is under there. I don't sleep too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking day shift, night shift, every goddamn thing. I'm outside. And I'm working that diligently. If I could work that diligently to do something negative, then I need to take that same kind of energy and ambition and put it into myself and put it into my music, put it into my craft. Stay up all day, do the night shift, do the night show, do the morning show, nigga. I was on the block waking up, sweeping, opening up the store, then get my ass up.
Start busy.
Oh, Starbucks, and so we about to see that Starbucks thing right here in real time, so you about to see that. But this is real, you know what I'm saying? Now, doing that, I've seen
check the surface
that the journey is so much more than what it is. It's so much even more than music. This thing is so powerful.
It's life now.
It's impacting lives, man.
I mean,
it's
like
life, real life at that.
Yeah, it's just life now. No, it's just real life now. It's just real life. There's no bullshit.
Everybody living life.
The curtains is off. The fronting is over. The bullshit is done. It's real life now.
Yeah, thank you.
It's just real life now. It's just really who we are. It's what we doing. It's what we trying to accomplish. It's what we gonna be for the next 40, 50 years. You looking at it. This is who I am.
That's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about, man. Come on. That's what it's about, bro. Build them like that, man. If you ain't trying to do that, I don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the Starbucks.
That was my Starbucks.
You missed it.
No, yes, that was my Starbucks. What? Next one.
Next bucks.
Next one. Next
Bucky.
But it's good. That only mean I'm guaranteed to stay up for another 20 minutes to get to the next relay race. Give me the baton. Give me the baton. But listen, people, man, like, so just like what Oota was saying, what he was saying, like getting a chance to come up off the block and thinking about that stuff, man. We going back to what we do best, man, using our transferable skills, man. Every single person in our neighborhood have these.
Everyone.
But we don't really think about it like that because I'm going to tell you the truth. Oota, this is going to be the truth of all truths.
True. I was speaking about
you know what I'm saying? Straight up, because I've been a gym master, bro. Yeah, I'm going to tell you the fucking truth.
Cling, I did the sound effect.
Most motherfuckers is twisted, and you know why they twisted is because most people ain't thinking about it from a perspective that they can do something. You know what I'm saying? Most people is waiting for the validation from others to really move forward.
Which relates back. Because that's a societal thing, but that's something that is stagnating in our neighborhood. It stagnates our neighborhood, and it's a perspective. It's a psychological thing.
But this is what makes us and this platform that we pushing special is that we doing it so much in real time. If we make mistakes, hey, sorry, we move forward. It's live. There is no mistakes, and we want people to understand that. You can make mistakes in life, man. Who cares, man? I made a lot of mistakes. Oota made a lot of mistakes. We made mistakes. Some people thought we wouldn't have been here. Some people abandoned us, thought that we wasn't worth the long haul. Know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, if we could do it, I believe anybody could do it. Uda, like, that's some real shit. I don't really feel like it's nothing special of really about us. Like, I feel like every guy from our neighborhood have what we have in us. You born where we born. You see what we see. You went hungry like we went hungry. You understand, man. You just got that extra fucking push that the other person just can't have because he ain't been hungry enough.
I believe
you know what I'm saying?
It's really true because
it's true, son.
A lot of times this is why I put this in the title is that, you know what I mean, using what you know from your neighborhood, from the streets or whatever it is in the business world, because at the end of the day, a lot of people that came out these same streets that they shine this shade upon, you know what I mean, are successful in this world. Some people that's doing hustling, those types of things, they're actually going to be good accountants. People know how to manage a team. You could got good managerial skills. You got good thinkers. There's so many levels of thinking, though, where you could just take something and apply it into something and be fruitful and actually see it come into fruition right in front of your eyes. It's something that you just knew all your life. Something that you just don't. It's just crazy.
If you work on anything, it's going to come through. I don't care what it is. If it's negative, you're going to find something negative at the end of it. I don't care. If you work towards something negative, you're going to have a negative outcome. It's just really what it is. If you work towards something positive, a positive outcome going to come. Me, like, Uda, come on, man. We was like this all our life. We've been driving on the highways. We've been doing this same shit, man. This is like nothing new for what we do. People could look at us, the real people, that's why they cheering us on. They like, oh shit, them niggas back outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit.
Shout out to whoever put 2 words in the word. Outside. Shout out to whoever.
No, they outside. Cause they been outside.
Everybody separate.
Nah, they outside
whoever
right
put
now.
That and did that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But we've been doing this. Like, this been in us. Like, you can't turn this kind of shit off in us. You know what I'm saying? It's just giving the time and the moment and the kind of energy that we need to go on this kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? It just take a lot of support, a lot of all the shit. I'm the kind of person, I'm think about a whole bunch of shit, and I put shit in a certain way. Everybody we gotta go this way too. You know what I'm saying? Because I done laid the fucking path, the fucking lane there. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least come visit the fucking path. The shit is here. Like, I'm laying this shit. Like, this is where we at now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think that a bunch of people that's not moving like we moving right now is like watching us and like, damn, yo, they want to do that. They can do that. You need to get away from the ones that keep telling you that you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the real, son.
That gets me to something that I mentioned the other day on another broadcast, right? What we're doing is keeping in mind in these circles, right? And these circles, you gotta get out that same circle sometimes, man, because people keep you eliminated. Because what we're doing is we putting our thoughts into that circle, that people or whatever that is, and then they take your thought and put it into a little box. Because they think inside of a certain box, and you're supposed to be inside the box thinking like them. And if you're not, it's front. So you got to get out of that, man. You got to get out of those circles.
Imagine this, though.
People like you
imagine this, though, Tess. I mean, thinking about this, because you guys is artists, right?
Yeah.
So you are artists, quality of artists, and we be around a bunch of artists all the time. You know what I'm saying, around this kind of stuff. Imagine, like me, I couldn't imagine being an artist, right? And signing to a major label, and they telling me when I'm gonna be able to speak now. As an artist, with all this shit in my mind and all this shit that going on, like really and truly, like as creative as like I don't think that I could never do that. Like knowing like how my mind works. You know what I'm even with a multi-million-dollar deal, I need to be like totally free. You know what I'm saying? Like to think like how we think. You know what I'm saying? And that's where like why I think a lot of people be twisted.
And they feel.
Because they waiting on somebody to save them, and then after they save them, the pressure is so much from being saved, they can't even fucking say the shit is over.
It's over.
In real time. In real time, son. That's how that shit be working.
Bucky coming Nucky. Right. No, that's on the next one. But it's the rest after this. So it's
nah, it ain't yet, but it's not gonna be with Loves.
No, it's not gonna be with Loves. Love got come in.
Starbucks
eating, bro. Love was eating during the book of Eli. It was eating during that book. They had the highways on. Smash, bro. They trucks is on the road.
That's a fact, man.
It was not playing. Shout out to
Gas and had all that gas in the shortage. You remember coming down.
The Book of Eli. That's who loves how to do the Book of Eli, bro. That's what I'm talking about. When there was a gas shortage months ago. It's real.
Months ago. Last month we was coming down here.
Last month ago.
Same time.
Last month ago. You know what I'm saying? When we came.
1.5 ago, really.
Yeah.
Because we like a week out from the 15th. Yeah. We just hit the 15th.
You know what I'm saying?
June 26th, man. You know what I'm saying? We coming back down here.
Back out. Podcast going down. Reapplying.
And we gonna
the
continue
Bruce Lee move on the neck.
That's us too.
Reapplying the pressure.
That's us too.
You know what I'm saying?
That's our next coin phrase. Reapplying the pressure. Even though y'all know these words, these ain't just words no more. These are action words now. Straight fact. These are words. When you look them up in a dictionary, they gonna have us in there working like this in the fucking section. It ain't even gonna be nothing to read. They're gonna have little fucking cartoon like these things working like that's what that shit is, son. That's action Jackson. That shit is an action word right now. Straight up and down. I swear for God.
Cows are coming home outside.
This is fact, man. The sun is
right
bright.
here. Look at the sun. Look at this energy, man. The sun bleeding. Look at that shit. Let that shit do what it do. That sun bloom. It's moving all around you. I like what is right here in the center. Just that right there is something that the ancient Egyptians and people like that was lining up things like that to do that. You know, they spent their whole time, son, just so that the sun could do that in a building. You hear me? Lined it. Perfect. Caught the light. At a certain time of the year, the light come through and light the whole temple up. Boom. Just by putting them windows in a certain place on earth and directing them. That shit is dope, man. It's powerful stuff. But yeah, man, we had to reapply the pressure.
Yeah, man.
Pressure is most definitely on jugular veins.
That's what we're doing, man. Doing the things.
Dope energy, man. It's gonna be more people here than this one. So that's even doper. I know more people gonna pull up.
More people is buying into the concept. They buying into what we're talking about, buying into what we're talking about in real life. Because at the end of the day, everybody out there don't live online. Most people is really living a real life out here. It's like we kind of connected, and that's the difference from what people like kind of seeing right now is that the people that y'all seeing us connect with, these is like people from online, man. We didn't know them like you didn't know them. You know what I'm saying? And now we know them, and now you know them. You know what I'm saying? And this is what social media is supposed to do. This is how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be like a give and hold system. You know what I'm saying? You take what you need, pass that shit on. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to a nice party, if you ever been to a nice party, the person come through with a whole bunch of updoors on the plate. You don't knock the whole plate over there because you don't want all the shit. You take what you want, right? You take what you want. This is what we building. This is the hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. Like that. Come through, pick what you want.
Eat when you say okay?
It's something in there for everybody, man. Trust me. Everyone's hungry.
Yeah, everyone. But you know what's crazy? Some people have a problem with saying that they're hungry. And this is why we have a lot of problems now. Because some people can't ask and say, you know what? I need something. See, and that's what's perceived as hate.
But the real shit of what we doing now, we ain't really asking.
And no one has to ask.
We we reaching out.
We offering now.
We reaching out.
So you don't have to feel away.
This is the difference in the culture. Most people want to act like they're helping you when they're helping you, but all time you really paying for the help.
Paying for your service. How they helping you?
This is what I'm paying for. So shut the fuck up and work.
But they will run your name in the street.
They like you. You know what I'm saying?
But you pay the whole bread and ain't doing
because since I'm paying you, I guess I could talk to you like a boss then, motherfucker. Get my shit done. You know what I'm saying? Because when the boss is paying you and you got a boss, you shut the fuck up and work. So we in the same position. What's the difference? We don't respect each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying here. Like, we don't really respect each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what? Like, if I pay you, I'm your boss for these 4 hours until my job is done.
And that
I ain't gonna treat you like a sucker, but I'm your boss right now, man. You're working for me. I paid you. You are contracted to me. Yeah. Like, if I paid you to come work in my store, you ain't gonna come here what you want. You're gonna do what I tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I want. This is what I'm paying for. It's the same concept, but we need to treat this concept like we in real life. If we treat real shit like this, then we be all good.
In real time, you see that in real time.
And that's why Plug Nation and Don't Have to Plug is different, man, because we reaching out to people, we helping people, we doing this in real time. We ain't even trying to.
This is how we do this thing live. Wait, Starbucks keep coming.
Nah, it wasn't. I don't think it was
that dry. Starbucks do not open up shop in them little dry little spot like that one. Everywhere?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
No, that's what they. No, they at because you know this highway action.
Yeah, you gotta catch a car. You gotta catch a
the people that's passing through the town don't live in this town. The most of their money is coming off the highway. It's coming through the town. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like how we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, we gonna need about 4 tractor trailers in a minute. That's just a fact. And I'm turning into a blood clot trucker. Trucker. Because that's the only thing that's gonna hold the kind of miles we putting on shit is a fucking truck that can hold 1 million miles. 1 million miles. 1 million. That's a fact. We trying to put $1 million on something. $1 million. They trying to put $1 million in the bank. I'm trying to put $1 million on a V. Facts. Get me a tank in a second, son. You gonna see me coming through. Where the nigga going? Nigga driving to Africa. What's wrong with this nigga? This nigga driving to Africa for facts. Facts. Shit. Nah, man, that's what we talking about, though, people, man. We want people to really connect, man. Really connect to these pages in real time on what we really got going on and how we really trying to help the culture and how we making our culture better, how we making our communities better, and how we inspiring not only ourselves to keep pushing, but we inspiring new startups, man. People that even get started. Forget the people that's being motivated, that's already been motivated. How about the people that's got startups right now? Just found it right now off of brand new energy, off of dope energy, man. Shout out to these guys, man.
Shout out to everybody pulling up right now. You already know. Leave your comments in the streams, and I'll be pulling them up on screen as we ride it. Because right now we riding, man. I don't even know if I'm stopping this stream as it goes. We will be riding. Okay, back in this. Who said that? Let's see. Let's bring it up on the Scrizzines. Let's bring it up on the Scriznines. Ross Goldie back in this Jizzy. You already Nizzy. Oh, there goes. Shout out to Doobie. On me like a Subi jeans.